Welcome back to another video with Mr. Smith. This one's all about reclaiming a screen. Reclaiming a screen is so important in screen printing. These screens cost anywhere from $30 to $40, and if you do not maintain the screen properly, you ruin the screen and you gotta be dropping another $40 all over again. So there's some real specific steps going on here. The first thing's all about the emulsion remover. You see it right there. It's going to get the purple stuff out, or sometimes it's orange, pink, blue. That's the main thing we're trying to get out, is the emulsion. Now, someone already tried to clean this one, so you can see most of it is gone, but there's still some residue in there, so I'm actually cleaning it all off for a second time. And it's important to mix in some water in there as well. That just kind of helps the chemicals spread around a bit easier throughout the mesh. And I'm constantly picking up the screen and hitting it on both sides. Now we're moving on to some heavier duty cleaners. That's why I got the mask on. Very important to rock the mask. A couple sprays of degreaser. Once again, making sure it's on both sides. And then also this other stuff that is called the haze remover. And then working around both sides of the screen with a bunch of little circles. You can overdo it, and then it takes forever to rinse out, and then when you go to scoop coat, there's still some of the chemicals on there, so that could, you can overdo it, but you don't want to underdo it. It's tricky, so that's why I'm constantly recommending, just 1 to 2 sprays, and then as long as the screen's wet, it will spread it around pretty good. So just hitting both sides here. Anyway, this screen is relatively clean. There's only one image. Outside of that, there's literally nothing at all. The screen really hasn't even been used all that much. Anyway, set the timer for 2 minutes. If you have multiple screens, then you could get started on another one. Turning on the power washer. And it's really important to have the overhead light on as well. In this room, there's specifically a lamp. But you need really good lighting to make sure you are knocking out all the junk that's stuck in there. There's 3 things stuck in there. First of all, emulsion. It's also going to be dry to ink and sticky tape residue. So that's what this whole process is going to help get rid of, kind of all 3 of those things. Still got the mask on. All these chemicals are mixing in with the mist created by the power washer. And it can be dangerous if you breathe it in too much. Not a big deal if it's a couple times, but if you end up doing screen printing a lot like me, then you gotta start being careful. This is a much dirtier screen. So once again, this one has been cleaned off once, but it was not scoop coating nicely, wasn't printing well, and that's what I'm doing right here. I'm cleaning it off again. Already treated with the chemicals, everything, and look closely, you'll see I'm specifically revisiting the darkest spots. So even if it looks like a ghost image, there could be some black dried up ink in there, or a little bit of emulsion still hanging on. So just revisit the darkest spots of the screen with the power washer about 2 or 3 inches away from the screen, and just concentrate it in a small area, up and down, like you see me doing here, and you can see I am still able to knock some stuff off of there. So if I wasn't doing this step and I scoop coated it again, went to burn a image, then these would all be problem areas for my ink. Like the ink wouldn't show up anywhere where those dark patches were at. Anyway, once it's as clean as we can get it, throw it on some newspaper, lean it against the wall, and it'll air dry. Could also just walk them down to the room. If I were a student, I would just walk it back down to the room. Turning off the power washer, unplugging the light. Really want to make sure we're leaving the room exactly how we found it.